I want to tell you a little bit about making table wines, and specifically red table wines. The most important thing is the grape. Starting out with really good quality fruit. Once you get the fruit into your winery, sorting out the clusters, removing all material other than grape, starting with nice clean fruit, prevents more problems later down the road. Then once you decided you're going to make a red wine, you crush the fruit, whether you crush it with your feet or crush it with a machine. A lot of the machines nowadays, they remove a stem, so I remove all of my stems. And then my choice is to give a cold soak. I cold soak for 2-3 days without adding any yeast. And that's by adding dry ice. Chills the wine below temperatures that yeast can survive and thrive in. Once it starts to warm up in about 3 days, I add a yeast culture. I typically use yeast that you can buy specifically for red wines. There are many of them available, and they're all comparable. Some I add different nuances of flavor, but any one will work fine. Some people like to use wild yeast, but in the new world it's more difficult to get the wild yeast to complete a fermentation, so that's problematic in itself. So then, once you've inoculated, then it's a matter of just monitoring, checking the temperature, checking the sugar levels, and following the fermentation. The yeast do all the work. Often I'll add a little bit of nutrition for the yeast so that they can complete their job.
And what type of nutrition is that?
It's yeast nutrition. You know, it's especially sometimes it's dead yeast themselves. Sometimes it's particular nutrients, B vitamins, and other things to help yeast to ferment to completion, making their environment more suitable for them and that they can complete their job. Then, once the fermentation is completed, I press it in a press basket. The wine comes out, settle it, and then put it into barrels. We call that racking. You can rack it a number of times, and then at some point, years down the road, 1 or 2 years, I'll bottle. That's the story of making a nice table wine. That's about it.